If you're looking to land more job interviews, you're going to love this video because I'm going to share my best tips for how to get more job interviews as part of looking for a new job. Hey there, it's Will Vaughan from Your Career Mastery. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because there's more videos coming out each and every week to make you a more successful professional. So tip number one, in terms of how to land more job interviews, is pretty basic. It's all about sending out more applications, but essentially it's all about leveraging more job websites to apply for jobs. So most people use LinkedIn. It's one of the best resources and platforms out there when it comes to applying for jobs. But for whatever country that you live in, there'll be other job websites that will be great resources when it comes to increasing the amount of applications that you can send out. For example, in the US, there are other sites like Glassdoor and Monster, where there are job postings that are great for you to apply for. Likewise, in Australia, there's other websites to LinkedIn that include Seek. But essentially, the more job applications you send out, the more job interviews you're going to get. And the more job interviews that you get and participate in, the more you're going to build that skill set around preparing for job interviews and actually performing and answering questions on the spot in job interviews, which will increase the chances of you landing your dream job when the right interview comes around for the right role with the right company at the right price for you. So tip number one is to leverage all of the job sites at your disposal in your country, as well as LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is one of the best platforms, but it's not the only platform. So make sure you're leveraging the other platforms in your country as well. Tip number two is all about optimizing your LinkedIn profile. So everyone knows that LinkedIn is great as a professional social networking website, but actually one of the biggest areas and money makers of the platform of LinkedIn is all around recruitment and job postings. So you may know that LinkedIn is a great website or platform or social media app to go and apply for jobs, but it's actually a really important tool and platform for recruiters to find talent as well. And how they do that, for example, is let's say a recruiter is hiring for a marketing manager role. They might go to LinkedIn, go to people and search marketing managers. Of those people that come up in the search results, recruiters will be able to see who is ticked in their profile that they are looking for work. But even if they aren't looking for work, they'll be able to find people who might be relevant candidates for the role that the recruiter is trying to hire for. And they might send an email to your direct messages looking to poach or headhunt people from current roles into roles that they're hiring for, but also reach out directly to people who've already flagged on LinkedIn that they are looking for work. However, the crucial thing here is that recruiters will go to LinkedIn, they'll search for particular job titles, but if your profile on LinkedIn is not optimized with the right keywords for those particular titles, then you won't be discovered in their search in terms of looking for particular roles. And coming back to that example, so if the recruiter is looking for a marketing manager role and they go to LinkedIn and they search for marketing managers, if you don't have the keyword marketing manager on your profile, in your experience section or in the main top section of your LinkedIn profile, then you won't come up in their search and they're not going to reach out to you directly to try and poach you for a role that might be worth a lot more money and it might be a bigger opportunity than the role that you're currently in. So it's super important that you keep your LinkedIn profile up to date. That means updating all of your skills, your experiences, maybe some of your achievements as well in your current role, all your day-to-day responsibilities to make sure you've got those juicy keywords in there for a variety of things that you might work on that could be relevant to a recruiter when they're looking for hiring a particular role. And if you're looking to land more job interviews, then it's absolutely essential that you optimize your LinkedIn profile, because when a recruiter looks at your resume and decides whether or not they want to progress with you for a recruitment process, they're no doubt going to go and look at your LinkedIn profile, and you should have a link to your LinkedIn profile on your resume as well, so that people can learn more about you, learn more about your professional experience, maybe see the kinds of things you've posted on LinkedIn. It's sort of just a best practice thing to do as part of recruitment and job hunting in 2024 and beyond. Tip number three for landing more job interviews, it's all about working with recruiters. So if you're looking to land more job interviews, it's not going to be any one thing necessarily that helps you land all these more job interviews. You need to make sure you're using a breadth of job websites like LinkedIn and other websites available in your market. You need to make sure your LinkedIn profile is optimized, and you need to make sure you're working with recruiters. So you don't just have to work with one recruiter, you can work with a number of recruiters to help expedite the process of helping you land more job interviews, improve your job interview skills, and ultimately get you closer to landing that dream job that you're going after. It's literally a recruiter's job to place people into vacant roles, because they typically get paid on commission as a percentage of the salary for the roles that they do fill for particular companies. But any one recruiter is not going to be recruiting for every single job in the market that'll be relevant to you. So that's why it can play to your favor to work with a number of recruiters, because that's going to help put more irons in the fire out there. It's going to give you more exposure to more available jobs. And different recruiters will be able to give you different pieces of feedback to improve your resume, to improve your job interview preparation. That's going to, again, set you in a better position for landing that dream job when the right role comes around. So that was tip number 3, is to work with recruiters, but work with a number of recruiters, because that can, again, help expedite the process of getting more job interviews. And tip number 4 is all about just reaching out to companies directly. So back when I was looking for a job, maybe like 6 years ago, I was putting all these strategies in place. And one of the ones that I was able to use was what was called cold email or cold email outreach. That's where I would look at small businesses' websites, and these were businesses that were relevant for the kind of role that I was looking for. And I would find a contact email and I would just send them a direct email saying, hey, my name is Will. I'm looking to work for this kind of role. I've got this experience and I've attached my resume. Please let me know if you'd be interested in having a coffee or catching up with the HR person or the hiring manager to discuss any roles that might be coming in your business. Now, the response rate, as expected, was pretty low, but I actually got a number of interviews, coffee catch-ups with different business owners to help improve my interview skills and ultimately discuss if there were going to be any opportunities for me to work in their companies. Now, the job I ended up getting did not come from this strategy, but if you're looking to land more job interviews and improve your skills, which again will set you in better stead to perform better in the interview when the right role comes around, you want to make sure you're not banking just on one particular strategy. That's why in this video, I want to share all my best tips to really help you expedite the process of getting more job interviews, getting in front of more people, improving your skills in job interviews, but essentially getting you closer to landing that dream job. So that's why you need to apply on more websites than just LinkedIn. But of course, you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile. You should be working with recruiters and working with a number of recruiters. And you can also contact businesses directly to speak to hiring managers, because in many cases, small businesses are very time poor, especially if it's a business owner. They're stuck in the day-to-day of running their business. They don't always have time to hire or work with recruitment agencies all the time. That's why cold email can be such a great strategy if you're looking to land a role with a small business, particularly if you're more junior in your career, because it can sort of bypass a bit of the red tape and get you right in touch with the right people who might be better positioned to have a genuine conversation with you about different hiring opportunities that might exist in their company, present and in the future. So I'm Will Vaughan from Your Career Mastery. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because there's more videos coming out each and every week to make you a more successful professional. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.